Today's Mercedes-Benz interview of the day brought to you by Mercedes-Benz EV. Owning a Mercedes-Benz EV isn't just extraordinary, it's extra easy. The vehicle's all electric, the feeling all Mercedes. The choice is all yours. Learn more at mbusa.com/EQ. The freshly minted PGA champion, Xander Schauffele, back on the program. Congratulations. How much of this is joy? How much of this is relief?
It's a mixed bag. I'd say relief shortly after. Been waking up pretty happy ever since.
Well, I understand that you're waking after you've won the title, though. But what's it like, though, when somebody said, "Man, there's the best golfer who's never won a major"?
That's sort of the conversation I would have in the mirror with myself, to be completely honest. So I was saying that before everyone else was. So, well, it was unfortunate the media picked up on what I was thinking.
But what was your answer if you're talking to yourself in the mirror?
Just to hang tough, you got to be resilient at times, stubborn at times, and I have those traits ingrained in me, and I definitely put them to use to weather the storm of not really winning a whole lot in the last couple of years.
How did the nerves rank? How nervous were you?
That last putt, I was nervous. I'm not going to lie. I was, but I was surprisingly more calm than I thought. I think I kept saying, knock on the door till you knock it down. And I had so many close calls. And I think all those moments sort of hardened me for that final moment to sort of walk up 18 and be cool and calm in that moment. So all those close calls definitely paid off, and I was able to put them to use, which was nice.
You put a little pace on that putt, though.
I told myself at the beginning of the day that just get the ball to the hole. On a lot of my Sundays, when I look back at some film, I've hit a lot of good shots. I've executed a lot of good shots, a lot of hesitation in just getting it done. And so the greens were a little bit slower because of the rain. And it was something I consciously told myself is to be aggressive. It's going to take a low score because people are shooting nothing. And it was an interesting major Sunday, just in the fact that I had to shoot 700 or 600 to win. But being aggressive was something I told myself when I woke up. It's something I need to do.
Speaking of the scores, are you okay with somebody winning a major at 21 under par? Like, were the scores too low for a major, in your opinion? Yeah, I don't blame you. Hug the trophy. But
no, it's it's tough. You pick out an incredible venue like Valhalla. It's got that championship feel. It's a massive property. It allows for this. I looked up on 18 and I looked around and I was like, holy smokes, there's a lot of people here. It was like one of the cooler things I've ever seen. And then how quiet it got right before I hit my putt was something so crazy as well, that I really haven't talked a whole lot with other people outside my own circle. But when weather comes through and, it's foggy, it's humid, it rains, and then you add in the fact that it wasn't very windy, I don't care how much equipment, sub air, people you have trying to get fans on the course. It is what it is, So I think for fans, at least it was I hope it was very entertaining and it was very dramatic. That's like the least we can offer from our sport.
You imagine that's your first, that Jack did that 18 times and Tiger did it 15 times.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy, isn't it? With everything you've gone through, as good as you are, and you got one, and then all of a sudden Tiger can walk by and go, you got 14 to go.
Yeah, no, it makes you feel pretty small pretty quickly when you compare yourself to the best that have ever played the game. No doubt about it.
He's Xander Schauffele. I know you don't get too emotional, but I think your dad gets emotional, but he wasn't there. And then I think you talked about it in the press conference that you called him right before you're going to go get the trophy. I was wondering, how that was going to affect you as you're going out there. You didn't want to be crying for posterity. History's going to show you, just big tears out there. What was the phone call like to Dad?
Yeah, I'm a grown man. I'm not afraid to show some tears when it's right. You know what I mean? It's all good. But I was actually, when Austin came in and gave me a big hug, I think both of us were more emotional than we thought we would be. I think it was just this big this big buildup for us, and we've kept our head in the sand and just kept our head down for so long that everything just kind of came out, and it was like, holy smokes, like I am way more emotional than I thought I was ever going to be. And so when I called my dad, I mean, I would have bet the farm that he was going to be crying. And so, but as soon as I heard his voice and I started talking to him, I was immediately like, I gotta hang up. I can't continue this phone call for more than a minute, or I'm gonna start crying here on the phone. So it was, and then I called my mom like half an hour later, and then she started crying again, and I was like, holy smokes, I'm about to go on TV again. So it's like, I need to talk to you guys in a little bit.
He's the winner of the PGA Championship, Xander Schauffele, back on the program. When you win, is it direct deposit for the check?
Typically, yeah. Yeah, on a Tuesday. Tuesday, it usually
Oh,
gets
so today you're getting the check.
today, yeah. Or for on the PGA Tour, that's normally how it happens. With major championships, it's different. It's different how they go about it.
Do you check your ATM? Like, how does this work?
I have not checked my bank account. I have not, to be completely honest.
Are you? Do you retire the outfit that you wore on Sunday?
I pushed. I watched some highlights. I really wanted to win in that outfit. I wore it on Sunday at Riv, didn't win. I wore it, I think, at the Players, didn't win. And so, everyone's kind of got their thing. I mean, it's just one of my favorite shirts that I wear from Descent right now, and it's comfortable, and I liked it, and it's got a little bit of color compared to everything else I'm wearing right now. So
yeah, but what are you going to do? Like, you're going to put that on a mannequin and not wear it anymore?
I'm sure my mom will want to. My parents usually are like the safekeepers of my trophies. I'm actually shocked this one's here with me right now. It's only because I'm in Florida.
Does the top open on that trophy?
Well, how are you going to drink out of it, my man?
What's been in there in the past 48 hours?
Probably like 3 or 4 different kinds of alcohol and too many lips.
Who got to sip out of it?
Oh, my team.
Oh, so no other golfers?
No. I was able to. I had a few friends there that caddy for other players, and I was like, you guys aren't drinking out of this. I was like, you guys can drink out of something like this when your player wins a tournament. Like, I'm not going to hold this over your guys' heads. So everyone on my team and my family, they drank out of it.
Well, that's like the Stanley Cup. It's been a lot of different places and seen a lot of different things, but this is it. It was like one spin here with 48 hours where everybody got a chance to see it and then goes back home.
Once it goes to the West Coast, I'm kind of an old soul now. In order to be good at golf, it's hard to go out and party and rage too hard. So my parents, though, they're probably going to parade around town with this thing, and I'm sure they're going to use this thing way more than I did. I can promise you that.
Do you have a trophy case big enough for that? That's a big trophy.
This is actually a 90% replica. The Wanamaker is 10% bigger than this, so this is actually smaller and a little bit lighter. It's heavy though.
Did your caddy leave during the tournament?
Did my caddy leave?
Oh, who was the was
Scheffler? Sky Scheffler's caddy left.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
It's all right. It's classic mix-up.
Well, I'm sure Schauffele and Scheffler and.
It happens.
Except for what happened on Friday. But how did you hear that about Scotty when somebody told you this is what happened?
Yeah, I woke up. My wife showed me an article immediately, and I was like, that has to be a prank. And then we turned the TV on, and it wasn't a prank. And then we found out someone passed. There was a fatal accident, and then it was raining, and I knew how hectic it was getting in and out of the course, and so it felt like it could have happened to any one of us. And Sky's a great dude. I really hope he, comes out clean. He doesn't really deserve to have those charges on his record.
Are you playing this week?
I am not.
You're spent.
Thank goodness.
Well, you got to sober up, and you're probably mentally, physically exhausted as well.
Yeah, for sure. I don't drink often, so definitely was a little bit bruised waking up, but I was on like 3.5 hours of sleep, and I woke up just wide awake and happy. So I'm definitely going to crash hard here very soon.
Congrats. Great golf, and happy for you. And thanks for joining us again.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right. That's Xander Schauffele, winner of the PGA Championship.